Hey guys, this is Ferociousllama here with another match with the Abzan Pod Collected Company deck. We got to throw this back because it's only got one land that comes into play tapped, which I don't think is very good. This land's good. This hand is good though because we have two lands and a bird, which will accelerate us nicely, assuming we draw the right cards into our Collected Company and everything else. Alright, so our opponent is playing blue-white. I'm not sure if this is going to be a control deck of some kind, but usually they don't put the pain lands in the control decks. It's a possibility that they do because they're going for the long game where they do need the early color, but later it doesn't matter as much. So we're just going to go for a basic forest. Because we do have another fetch land, we'll just get a Godless Shrine if we have to. And hopefully our bird will stick around. And, okay, our bird will not resolve because it got force spiked. Okay, no, that's fine. We are perfectly okay with playing a turn 2, 3, 4 Tarmogoyf. That's good too. Knight of Glory, okay. These guys are kind of the replacement for the old Order of Lightbur, which were clerics, and the Order of the White Shield from Ice Age and from Fallen Empires and Ice Age, respectively. They were pretty cool. They had like a two of their. They were white, white, or black, black. You know, there's a black and white equivalent, like White Knight and Black Knight, and then there was. I think you could give them first strike for 1 mana of their color, and pump them for give them +1/+0 for 2 mana of your color. So if it was the white one, the Order of the White Shield, I think is what it was called, and the black one was like Order of the Ebon Hand. But there were two different ones, so essentially you could be playing back in the old days a billion. Anyway, this is kind of a modern take on him, I guess. The Knight of Glory, because it's white, got protection from black, and an extra ability. So he's playing an Exalted deck, which I'm okay with. I'm not trading my Tarmogoyf with it, because hopefully we'll play our Murderous Redcap here coming up, and be able to kill it when it's not all pumped up. Alright, Wall of Roots is okay with me. Assuming it doesn't get countered, which is the worst. Oh, jeez. Remanded, okay. Alright. And we're going to get a Overgrown Tomb. We're going to pay the lives, and it's probably not smart, but we're going to get our Viscerus here into play. And well, what I'm going to do is next turn I'm going to block his Knight of Glory. And then I'm going to block his Knight of Glory and then sack my guy to scry. And hopefully we'll scry a land to the top. So we can play our Murderous Redcap next turn, or Collected Company, or and hopefully we'll be able to play Wall of Roots will resolve. Okay, looks like Wall of Roots is going to resolve next turn. Unfortunately, he might be able to kill it by then, which is no good. Because it's going to be a... well, when he attacks this turn, we'll know. Because it's going to be the same size. It's like a 5/3, I think is what his guy is going to be. If I count it right. Alright. Oh, it's got protection from black. I didn't think that one out, did I? Oh well. Can't win them all. Alright, let's see. Sure. I don't know why he gave this guy's protection from red. But okay. That's cool. That didn't work out at all for me. Well, the way I intended it to. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think if it's going to be a better play to just play the Murderous Redcap. No, we can't do damage to those guys. Because I'm crazy. Apparently I didn't read Protection from Black. And if we go Wall of Roots, we'll only have a little bit of mana. So we're paying 2 life going down to 2. And he's got a bunch of counter spells. So we're going to play our... Wow. That's not that good. We'll get a Melira and a Anafenza. That's actually pretty common with this deck. Which, I'm not a huge fan of that part of this deck. So I think what we'll do is when he attacks, we're going to block with Melira. And I don't think we'll be able to kill this guy. I'm considering double... Okay. Well, that's not going to happen. But hey, we got a 4/5 Goyf now. So we'll be able to trade with this guy. Oh, wow. We cannot trade with this guy. Guy, this is brutal. Okay, well... he took the wrong card. Yeah. He certainly took the wrong card. Oh, this guy's got Protection from Black, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we lose. I did not consider him attacking with both guys, but we were at 2, so... Fair enough. We are going to play some Thoughtseizes and Paths to Exile. And we're going to take out the Spike Feeder Archangel combo because that just doesn't seem that viable right now. Whoops. Because he got us, basically from the beginning with all of his little weenie cards. He had small creatures that had Exalted, which is good, but the way he got us was with, his Remand and his Mana Tithe and all those kinds of spells. Those were the ones that really got us bad in this match. So... Alright, looks like that's how we'll do this. Because we took out the combo, and then we took out the Spike Feeder Archangel combo. We took out the Abrupt Decay because the guys have Protection from Black. And we took out an Anafenza because it's just a redundant combo piece. We still have 4, of the Anafenza Meliras. So let's see what happens this time. And this is one of those things that is weird that I always say about Modern, is that it's kind of sometimes you just encounter these matchups that are just weird. And there's not a lot you can do about it. Alright, let's hope our bird resolves this time. I think it's gonna. But we're gonna take a lot less damage off of our Shocklands this time, because our opponent is playing a Exalted deck, which is pretty aggressive. Alright. A War Falcon that can't attack unless you control a knight or a soldier. So that's his 1 mana flying 2 power guy that he's pretty evidently going to be using to attack with Exalted. Alright, so this time turn I'm going to play Temple Garden. Tap for white Anafenza. And then we're going to play our bird and get a counter on it. Maybe. If Magic Online will stop lagging. Alright, there we go. And we're going to choose the one that's untapped to discourage our opponent from attacking. Okay, so our opponent plays a Cathedral of War, but he still can't attack with his War Falcon, which is fine with me. Alright. And now we will play our... we're going to play Melira. And we're going to bolster our other bird, which it already knew to do. And then I believe we will get a... we're going to get a Godless Shrine because I want the double white. We have 2 green already, and I want black. And then what we're going to do is we're actually not going to path his War Falcon. What we're going to do is we're just going to attack. And if he wants to trade a Bird of Paradise for a War Falcon, good with me. Because we've already got 4 mana, which is more than enough. Alright. Because I was thinking that maybe we shouldn't path, because it can get rid of something with Exalted later on. Alright, so this turn we can attack for 5. Which I am not unhappy about. Alright. And I think we're just going to hold back on the Varls. Varls. I don't know how to say that. I'm terrible at these names. We're going to hold back on that because I'm not seeing a very good reason to play it when we're already doing 5 damage a turn, which is more than enough. Okay, Hushwing Griff, that's cool. And so I guess next turn what we're going to do... Ooh. A Mirran Crusader, huh? Not bad. We will take 3. That is a deal we will make. And then we will path his Mirran Crusader. And he's going to island probably, because he has no islands. Now I hope we didn't just unmana screw him and he kills us. That would suck. Alright. Alright, so now that we have a Gavany Township, we can attack for 5, or I can attack for 4 and then pump them to 6. So that is what we will be doing. And then he's probably going to Ghost Quarter it in short order. So we'll leave that guy back. Pump all of our guys. Everyone gets a +1/+1 counter. And he kills it. Sure. Alright. We have double white. We have our black mana. I'm just going to get a forest here. And our opponent will take 6. And the next turn we can attack for 8, unless he wants to block. And we have 3 toughness on all of our guys, which kind of puts it in sort of a, out of the white weenies range. Because he is first strike, but he's only a 2/2. And our guys are all 3 toughness now, so this is a pretty sweet deal, actually. Looks like we're in a very, very good spot. And I don't know if it's because our opponent was mana screwed or... Oh, don't attack, you're going to lose. Okay. But... Oh, look, another Gavany Township. Alright, now let's win the game. I don't think we actually win if he blocks. He's almost dead, though. I think he'll be at 1 if he blocks one of the 3 power guys, because he'll take 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he'll be at 1. Sure. And then we'll pump. And, oh, he has lifelink. So he gains 2 life. So he's actually at 3. So can our opponent do 8 damage to us in 1 turn? Probably not. But let's not get cocky. He might just concede, yeah. So we won. So I don't know if it was because we were on a mulligan and he had an insane draw the first game, or if it was just like a combination of things. But I mean, sometimes when decks have just that right perfect synergy, they just destroy you, like what happened to us in the first game. And our draw wasn't that great. Our second draw was much better. All right, game number 3. And our opponent is playing a 61 card deck. Oh boy, I'm not a fan of this. Because we've got 1 colored source and 2 Gavany Townships. Oh man, this is tough. We're going to try keeping it and hope we don't get run over. But we could get run over, so hopefully we won't. That's all I can say. Alright, so our opponent plays a Warfalcon. Maybe he just uses the Warfalcon as a blocker. But it would make sense in an Exalted type of deck. Oh wow, that's a terrible draw. For right now, we don't need that. So I don't know. Alright, Champion of the Parish. And he's got a soldier, so he attacks. Yep. Alright. Okay. Here we go. We are going to get a Godless Shrine. I do not like paying all that life, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, and we're gonna play Anafenza. Sure. Dryad Militant, not a problem. Also, Dryad Militant, oddly, looks human, but is not. So it does not trigger Champion of the Parish. Alright. Now. Oh, crap. That was a misclick. I accidentally clicked and sent us to our attack phase. But it doesn't matter, we're not going to attack. We are going to play a Kitchen Finks, though. And we will happily bolster our Kitchen Finks and gain 2 life. And now this turn we're going to block whatever ground attacker he attacks with our Kitchen Finks, because it's just going to come back and gain us our life. So maybe he's not playing like an Exalted deck. Maybe it's just some kind of creature deck that it's just a creature deck, and he got an amazing draw. All right, Kitchen Finks. I don't think we can have enough Kitchen Finks right now. Now we have a couple of options. We can go for the win, or we can go for a Collected Company. So I think what we'll do is, and our opponent is mana screwed, it looks like. We're not going to attack with Inoffensive. We are going to attack with our 4/3 Kitchen Finks and see what happens. Alright. And now I think what we're going to do, since we have 2 collected companies, is we're going to play one. Whoops, I tapped all white mana. That was bad. Gotta tap the mana right. Doesn't let you play the spell unless you play the mana right. Alright, collected company, let's see! Oh, crap, I forgot he had a Judge's Familiar. Oh, that was bad. Well, it's gone now. I suppose that's a plus. We should have just played Kitchen Finks, I guess. Target instant or sorcery spell? Yeah. That's pretty bad. It's okay, though. I think we're still in a pretty commanding position right now, because we have triple Kitchen Finks in hand. And we're going to be playing another one right now. Yeah, we didn't draw land. So we wouldn't have been able to play a Kitchen Collected Company this turn either. Huh, that's kind of a bummer. Alright. Well, I suppose there's a reason people play Judge Familiar, huh? Oh, wow, that was bad. Sorry I missed that, guys. I've had a rough week. I know it's not an excuse, but hopefully we'll still win this game. It looks like, I mean, to me it appears that we're still ahead. Alright, we won. Our opponent gave up. He probably didn't draw any more land, which I'm sure can be incredibly frustrating. But, you know, not every draw can be like his first turn draw. So, apparently something to look out for with this deck is Judge's Familiar. Anyway, that was a terrible, terrible play. I should have paid closer attention, and I should have just played the Finks. Then we could have played a second Finks this turn. Would have been at 15 life with a whole bunch of power on the board. But it worked out anyway. So, thanks for watching.